Hi, 8th grade. Today we are going to read chapter 15 of my 13th winter. This chapter is called Knife, Fork, and Spoon. It is on page 153. We are going to read the non-italicized portion of the chapter today. After graduation, it was time for me to begin looking for a summer job. A family friend of whom I had often babysat owned an upscale restaurant, a favorite of wealthy summer crowds, and offered me a job as a busser. I would have to prove myself, he said, but within the first couple of weeks, I should make tip pool, meaning I would share in the pooled tips of the waitstaff and be able to gather together a significant amount of money to put towards college. Little did I know that would be an absolute disaster. So Sam at the restaurant is given a list of things she needs to remember at every table, but she has so much trouble remembering lists that this becomes a huge traumatic event for her. And then the restaurant job isn't offering as much tip money as she would like. Desperate for money to help pay for school, I was forced to take another job that wouldn't conflict with my night job and wouldn't require that I work a cash register or deal with numbers. After frantically looking and being turned down because most places had already done their hiring for summer, I finally got a job at one of the hotels in town cleaning rooms. So now that she has two jobs, she's trying to manage a schedule, but remember, she can't tell time on a normal clock. So she's having a lot of trouble getting from one job to the other. It's just turning into a really stressful situation for her. Midway through the summer, I sank into a deep depression. I didn't smile anymore. I didn't laugh. Nothing seemed funny. I felt worthless, drained, inferior. No matter what I did, it seemed I did it wrong. Life was arduous, exhausting, and I felt like I had to give up and endure. Not something to be lived or enjoyed. I wondered, what is this roller coaster ride I'm on? When will it end? Why can't I just be normal? Why does everything have to be so hard? And now I was going off to college, to live on my own when I was still afraid of driving myself somewhere alone. I slipped toward despair. The next week, I left home for college. I wrote before I left. The turn. I loathe change. Never wanted the turn. It would mean I'd have to shift, pull through the loam, break soil's crust. I would have to grow, stretch an arrow's truth to the sun, seek ancient arteries swell with water, unfurled leafy tarps, fold them firm with stakes of stem, release the bee, host aphids, be plucked, pieces of me woven in a sparrow's nest, hold clusters of moth's eggs, to wither, be laced with brown, to roll back, leaving seeds to an unknown planting, to shrivel and starve, grow dense and pulpy, back to the asylum of the earth. To have been so much, then nothing, the change, transformation, the turn. And we'll stop at her new poem on page 160.